When evil cops don't realize they're being recorded. On August 6, 2023, in Durham, Ontario, a man stood quietly outside a regional police station with a camera in hand. He was filming the building, something fully legal in Canada, protected under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. But within minutes, things spiraled. 4 officers approached, led by a sergeant who claimed the man was breaking general law. When asked which law, the sergeant replied, "That's my law." What followed was a bizarre and frustrating standoff, captured entirely on video.
That's what we're doing here.
Just taking some pictures for you.
Of what though?
Everything I
Police
could see.
facility?
Everything I could see.
The property. And there's a lot of things that happen here that are police related that can't be on the news and such.
What law is it?
That's the general law. It's trespassing.
What law is it?
It's a general law.
So me filming in there is trespassing?
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
O'Connor.
And your name?
Higgins.
What's your name, sir?
Quigley.
Your name, sir?
Quivertance.
You guys agree with what he just said? I'm not allowed to film whatever I could see from public?
In a private facility? No. In a police facility? No.
Whatever I can see from public, I can film, sir. Are you guys gonna back him up on that, or? I'm free to go, right?
Yes.
Then I'm free to stay as well, right?
Well, and we'll stay right here with you.
It's a good use of your time.
Oh, it's a very good use of our time.
Oh,
Still private property in the
Still private
visitors
property.
parking.
it's visitors parking.
Still private property.
Trust me, I've been through this with many other departments.
Okay.
If you want to keep going this way, I recommend not to, bro.
I don't care. I'll stay in here as long as I want to.
I know all my laws and all my rights.
Do you?
Yeah. You standing here is just making yourself look like, a bad guy. What are you doing?
Not really.
You know what he's talking about. First he told me I can't film in there and that it would be trespassing.
Yeah, you can't film
Now
within
you're
our
saying
facility.
that I can, but you're just gonna sit
We
here
can't
listening.
film within our facilities.
Are you gonna arrest me if I do, sir?
At first, it was just a man standing on a public sidewalk, filming the outside of a police station. Something completely legal in Canada, but within minutes, 4 officers swarmed him, demanding answers. One officer even claimed it was against general law to film from public property. When the man calmly asked which law, the sergeant smugly said, "That's my laws." The others just stood there, awkwardly backing him up.
Be more professional.
I'll be professional when you leave.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Trust me, I'll be here long before you leave.
Is there something you're looking for in particular?
Because I feel like I'm being threatened.
No, you're not being
I'm
threatened.
being harassed.
We're having a conversation,
My
right?
Canadian right to film in public, whatever I can see from public, including private property. That's my Canadian right. I can do that. I don't have to answer any of your questions. I don't have to cooperate in your little investigation here. I don't have to do any of that. I'm glad your body cameras are on, and you might learn a lesson here today. You might get a little bit educated. Next time you see somebody else filming, maybe go up to them and say, "Hey man, how's it going? Beautiful facility, huh? Would you like..."
The auditor kept asking if he was being detained. The answer was no, yet the officers refused to leave. They argued it was still private property, even though it was public visitor parking. Talk about bending the rules just to feel in control. One even threatened him with trespassing, despite knowing he was within his rights.
If I film in there, what are you going to do? You told me I can't do it. You said it's common law, quote unquote. It's common law. I can't film into your facility.
Yes. Because there's police techniques.
Am I breaking common law right now? I'm zooming in. Am I breaking common law right now, sir?
In my mind, yes.
Okay, and what law is that?
That's my law. That's my facility.
Would you like to arrest me, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay, then what are you trying to accomplish here, bud?
Nothing. I'm standing here with you.
I'm willing to go to jail to defend my rights.
What rights do you have?
I have the right to film in public, just like I can lay a pray mat out right here and pray to Allah. I have that right. That's my Canadian Charter rights. I have the right to call you jackass and give you the middle finger.
Yes, you do.
That's Canadian Charter rights, section 2. Then that one, and that one, and that one.
Okay.
Anything you guys conspired before walking up to me, anything you conspire after, I'll have all of that. So don't mute it. Appreciate it. That's another Canadian right of mine.
What's that?
The freedom to your information.
Yeah, Freedom of Information Act, yeah.
Yeah. You want me to leave?
Yes,
Yeah, why?
because I don't like you filming the police station.
Well, you're at work right now, right?
Yes, I
Under
am.
the color of law? Am I breaking the law?
No,
Then why do you want me to leave?
because I don't feel the need for you to be filming a police station when there's police techniques that are involved?
That has
in
nothing
this?
to do with you.
It does.
No, it
I
doesn't.
work here. It does.
That has nothing to do with you. I can be on this public easement all I want. Why don't you just leave me alone, hey?
Things got worse when the sergeant began circling back on his logic. He said the man could film, but then said it was common law that he couldn't. The man, clearly more informed, pushed back with the Canadian Charter of Rights, listing freedom of expression and the right to film public officials in public spaces.
For giving me unlawful orders?
Did I tell you to leave yet? Have I asked you to leave? Have I told you?
Did you tell me if I film in there it's breaking the law?
I said it's
Yes, you did.
common law, yes. Because
Thanks.
there's police techniques.
Keep talking.
That can't be
You have the
filmed.
right to remain silent, O'Connor. Keep talking yourself into a hole. You have the right to remain silent, brother. Please, exercise your Canadian right.
The officers, visibly frustrated, resorted to petty tactics, like standing directly in front of the camera to block the shot.
Go. Do you want anything in particular? Just answer the question.
You enjoy the rest of your shift.
All right. Just stay off the property,
You
man.
guys go kick snow.
All right.
Okay?
If you need
Walk the
something
shit.
particular, you let us know. Okay.
You have a good shift. Bye, O'Connor. Told you leave before me.
After nearly an hour, the sergeant refused to back down and stayed glued to the man, saying he was there to make sure you're safe. Of course, safety wasn't the real motive. Ego was. The auditor even offered to step a few feet back if it meant the sergeant would leave. But nope. Instead, the officer played the role of a concerned babysitter, claiming he was worried the man might fall off the curb.
Hey. Sorry. No, there's nothing. He's not doing anything in violation. Well, that's up for debate, I guess, right? I don't know.
So if I sat outside of his place and videotaped his place, his cars, that's
I don't know. But I'm trying to find a definitive answer, and nobody's picking up here.
every car that comes through here, he's picking up. You can go sit out at your place and sit there and film your car.
Call him off. What is this? He's literally harassing me.
I'm making sure you're safe. You're part of the community, you said, so I'm making sure you're safe. That's what I'm doing. I want to make sure you're safe. So I'm going to stand where I can make sure that you're safe.
Please stop coming up to me. I'm safe.
I'm making sure you're safe.
I'm on the public. Yes, make
I
one
have
thing
to
clear
make
for
sure
the
you're
camera.
safe.
One thing clear for the camera.
Sir, you
I
are
am
part of the
safe. I'm on
community.
a public
I am making sure
I
you're
do
safe.
not
You're
need
standing
your
too
assistance.
close to the roadway.
Please have a nice
I'm
day.
afraid of you getting hit by a car.
have a
So I'm
nice
making
day,
sure
sir.
you're safe. I'm a
have a
very
nice
visible
day.
presence, so I'm making sure that you are safe.
Please have a nice day, sir.
I gotta make sure you're safe.
Stop harassing me,
I'm not. I'm making sure
All
you're
right,
safe
I'm
because
gonna
you're
stand my
you're
ground
part
now.
of the
Please
community.
Stop harassing me.
You're part of the community, so I'm making sure you're safe.
To make matters worse, the officers forgot to mute their body cams after walking away. Off-camera audio caught them admitting he wasn't breaking any laws, and that there was no point in staying. But they stayed anyway, proving it was never about legality, just about control. Eventually, the auditor wrapped up and promised to file a formal complaint. And honestly, after everything we saw, that complaint was well earned. This wasn't policing. This was harassment, caught in high definition. What would you have done in this situation? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.